Hi, welcome to another episode of nrvta Influenced. I'm here with Chris and Martha. They have a channel called Venturesome Couple.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you for coming on the show here. Typically, I talk about tech things and anything related around the RV. People ask questions. What we're doing is having influencers come on, such as yourself, to not only influence our audience, but influence us with some different concepts. So tell us a little bit about yourselves, just briefly where people can find you, and then I'll get into some of the questions about RVing.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
As you said, I'm Chris, and
I'm Martha.
Well, there we go.
there you go. You got to know the facts.
Thank you for watching.
Right. Wasn't sure who was which.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Venturesome Couple.
Yeah.
What is the premise of Venturesome Couple?
Christopher?
We are a YouTube and Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, kind of pretty much everywhere when it comes to social media. And our purpose is RV community first and foremost, and we take a really kind of a modifications and hack approach along with travel and tips and tricks and complete transparency on what not to do. And
Modifications and hacks, and I guess surrounded around the RV lifestyle.
absolutely.
Yes.
We love taking a stock RV and customizing it to fit our lifestyle and showing our audience what they can do to make it more their own.
Let's go ahead and talk about that. What are some hacks or some ideas, modifications that you guys done on your RV? You know, let's talk about some that you'll probably do. You know, you've done it and you said, yes, I'll do that on the next RV. And then maybe some that you were like, no, we did this hack and I don't like it. So,
Yeah, so one of the modification hacks we did was we took out the factory dinette. We've tried spinning it. It was shorter. It didn't fit both of us to look out our beautiful windows. So we had a custom one built up in Indiana, and it's gorgeous. And we actually took that from our toy hauler to our fifth wheel. And we
so
used
took
that as
out
a
the
desk.
stock, you know, table slash office, you know,
Yeah.
you have your dine-in table or, you know, kitchen table, whatever, and we all use it for office space.
Right. So we spun that, put a 60-inch table in there, put dual monitor arms.
So instead of sitting this way, you know, looking at each other, now
Out
you
the
sit
window.
this way out the window. Right. I wish they would, you know, I think everyone like, this table is turned wrong.
Yeah, and then got rid of the factory chairs and put in desk chairs, you know, office chairs, so that we have good ergonomics. One of the biggest things that I would do again, which Martha about choked me out for, is I drilled right through our countertops and installed a Starlink system, completely wired through the trailer and our pass-through and behind the walls. But first thing I had to do was drill a 2-inch hole through a brand new countertop that was completely visible.
Right.
Yeah, and that way I can run the wires without having things sticking out.
So a little tape and a little hole saw. Right?
Yep. Hope for the best and shove through and route everything out.
Oh, if this is the wrong spot, it doesn't matter. This is where we're starting.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, let's go back to the table real quick. Is it floating or did y'all actually have it mounted? Is it in a slide out?
It
'Cause
is.
people are going to ask that.
Yeah, it's in a slide out. It's in the dinette slide out basically with a couch, but it's using the factory mount against the exterior wall of the slide, and then we put 2 stability legs on the inside because the new table is probably triple the weight of the factory ones.
Okay, in a slide out, triple the weight. Now you said you also had ergonomic office chairs.
Yes.
Do those fit in when the slides come out? Do you have to roll those off somewhere?
We moved the arms up so we can actually scoot it in
Gotcha.
closer. And we put a little foam, like gym mat square in between so it doesn't damage, the chair doesn't damage the table.
Gotcha.
Yep.
So I think that's one of the things we look at as well. Is like, okay, that's coming out, and turn that around so we could do something. What are some other hacks?
Well, we ripped the sleeper sofa out of the back of our trailer, I think on day 2, and completely
Yeah.
removed it and put gym equipment in the back, which the far exterior
There's
wall.
no sitting down here. It's all about working out.
Hey, we have.
There's a sit, there's a bike erg.
Yeah, exactly. If you sit there, you work.
Yeah.
So
Now what you need to do is just have, you know, that, you know, 2 little cables going off to a battery so you can charge a battery.
Exactly. I
That
like
would
where
be
your mind's
awesome.
at.
I like
Yeah.
it.
The sleeper sofa, nobody travels with us. It's just the 2 of us. So we have the kind of the theater seating directly in front of the TV. We remove the sleeper sofa and then we store all of our gym equipment in the rear of the trailer. And because of where it's at, we were able to actually tie it down with the factory clips and everything. And it works real well on travel days. And it actually saved us about 200 pounds of weight, which, you know, always a consideration.
So you're not working out hard enough then. You took out the couch, saved 200 pounds, you put it in your gym equipment.
That's right. Just
Yeah.
no, all the weights go in the truck because the dually, it can handle it.
Right.
Yeah, this
what
being
kind
our-
of dually you got?
Chevy.
Moving on.
So this being our third IV, we kind of realized like not to overweight. We did that with our first travel trailer. We've had the toy hauler. We downsized. We do have a home base after we sold our house in Alaska, which where I'm from.
Yep.
We've done all the Alaska ventures, so we're like, let's go explore the rest of the U.S. and just learning to travel with what we need, making modifications, and we really downsized quite a bit. We don't travel heavily anymore.
Yeah.
So.
And I think that's, like I said, for all of us, we start off, we got to have this, we got to have this, and we find out that's just in the way. That's just, it's heavy or anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only big modification that I would absolutely, without a doubt, do again is the stereo system. We've actually
Yes.
put a 7.1 surround stereo system, theater system in our trailer.
Sure.
It adds a lot of weight, but boy, it's nice having.
I mean, that's what it's for. So now you're sitting there on your iPad, 7.1 system, watching, right? just
Oh,
the
no,
iPad.
it's on the TV.
It's on the
the
TV.
TV.
Apple TV, everything broadcast.
Broadcast
Yeah.
over there. All right. So some of the places. Let's talk. Maybe the audience hasn't done it yet, or just likes to hear different ideas. How do you guys plan your travels?
Well, each year we kind of take a focus of, for example, 2022, our focus was to go rally hopping. We wanted to hit as many rallies as we possibly could throughout the year. So we planned our travels to make sure that we actually ended up, by the time it's done, we're going to have 5 of them this year that we were able to hit. Usually beyond that, it's destination based. Like we're going to be heading to the Florida Keys in December. So we will figure out what our major stopping point is and then wing it in between just in case we find something we really want to see.
And it gives us the flexibility if things come up. Chris had the opportunity to come to the NRVTA for the solar class, which was amazing. And we
Yes.
have full solar on our rig, so it allows us to go more boondocking.
Right.
Next summer, we are starting to plan a trip with some other RV YouTubers to go back to Alaska. Well, for us to go back to Alaska. Chris was stationed there in the Air Force.
Yeah.
I was born there. I'm Alaska Native Indian, and we want to go visit family and friends, but we'll also kind of have our own little caravan of others come with us to
Yeah.
kind of guide them through. I mean, we've traveled through Canada to Alaska like 5 or 6 times.
Yeah. So pick the major destination, fill in the blanks as we go along because, well, RV lifestyle, things change. You
So-
think I'm going to be here, but
We covered destination on some, for one season. Another season, you said, hey, let's go ahead and hit all the rallies. There's others that'll do like, hey, we're going to chase 72-degree weather
Yep.
the whole year. Others, hey, let's go to all the national monuments,
Yes.
or stay in the national parks. Let's go to all the capitals of the states. There's so much variety,
Yeah.
that you have in the RV. So let me ask you this. This is, you said third
Yes.
RV, is that correct? Always towables?
yes, never had a drivable yet. We've had started with the travel trailer and then went to a monstrous toy hauler and then down to a little bit smaller 3711 fifth wheel where we're at now.
So what's y'all's plans next?
I think we're going to go back to a toy hauler if we have our way because Martha misses the side patio.
I do.
Right. So the side patio, maybe would you actually take that and turn it into the gym, the toy hauler section? Or?
It'll be a dual purpose gym and office. That's the way we had it on the first one. And we missed
Joffice?
So
mine because I'm loud.
No, a Joffice, a gym
Oh, a
office.
office, there we
Whose
go.
office?
It's not really a new word, something I coined a long time ago. It should have already taken off by now. But
Yeah, we'll help you.
All right.
Don't forget to have a good joffice.
all right. So just one last thing, right? I want to go ahead and express, where people could find you, but one last tip that you could provide both to our audience, your audience, about what you guys have experienced so far.
You have anything in particular?
Take your time and thoroughly plan out your trips. Travel with what you think you need. If you forget something at home or storage, you can rebuy something if you
It's
find
always
that
a
you
Walmart,
need it.
right?
Always
Yeah.
Walmart. Go ahead.
I would say for me, learn to enjoy every moment and really take a breather when things go sideways because inevitably tires are going to pop, stuff's going to break. It's part of the journey, so just relax and know everything can be fixed.
Yeah, we've learned not to take long drivable days and condense it down a little more so we can enjoy everything. Set up, we don't like setting up at dark, so yeah.
Yeah, it's always
Shorter
planned.
travel
Yeah,
days.
get there before sunset. There's nothing
Yes.
worse than trying to race and get that actually accomplished before it gets dark.
Yep.
Even if you do, flashlights. Take your time.
Yes.
All right. Well, Chris, Martha, greatly appreciate you guys being here, and you can find them over at the channel at Venturesome Couple.
Yes.
All right. And that is another episode of nrvta Influenced. Guys, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. And scene.